305 billion too much for 2023 election. Sign the electoral bill into law. Nans tells Buhari. I wonder if Buhari will sign it, okay? And if somebody is saying 305 billion for electoral bill, you don't know if they have their courts. There are people he has to settle if this whole thing happens and, it is accepted and he's given the money. So he has to ensure that the money is enough so that by the time he gets his court and he shares to the powers that be that made it possible for the money to be released, then he can still have a good share. Okay, so this is what goes on in Nigeria, why the country is the way it is, and why development is very far, still very far. But God will help us. If we continue to talk about the woes of the country, we will, it gives us a very, very failed state of heart that people are no longer happy and, to a large extent, do not want to just sit back and, allow these things to go on. So that's why we're letting you know some of the important things that are going on so that everybody can be well informed. Let's get all the details. The National Association of Nigerian Students, NAS, has said that the 305 billion being proposed by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for the 2023 general election was too much. According to NAS, the country may not be able to afford the kind of money considering what is called the precocious economic climate of the nation. In a statement by the coordinator of NAS in the Southwest, Emmanuel Olatunji, it was said that the Nigerian economy is barely hanging by a thread, and the request of 305 billion alone for just election may not be feasible at this point in time. Consequently, he admonished both INEC and the federal government to adopt and patronize the people of the nation by looking into the nearest, most appropriate solution to the potential problem. The student body also suggested that INEC should form a budget assessment committee to see to the appropriate downward review of the budget to a much more appreciable figure. This, according to NAS, is to avert mindless, useless back and forth between the electoral body and the federal government. The statement near further, we also implied that the president to eliminate all forms of elementary and suggestive dealings with INEC, which include incorporation of INEC allocation into the national budget. Both parties will be doing themselves a word of good and more time to serve good people of Nigeria if this is adopted. It is also expedient that we wedge in to the withdrawal of presidential aspirants to the proposed electoral bill amended. We want to intimate the President Muhammadu Buhari that this is his choice to write his name in gold in the precedent that restructured Nigeria electoral system after years of trial and error. The president should therefore ignore the voices that are against the nation who are advising him for their personal gains and personal wantings to go ahead and sign the bill into law. This will give him one of the legacies, despite failed areas. This will never be forgotten of the good he has done for the country. He must take this golden opportunity and reclaim his position if he wants his name to be written in gold. However, we also concur that political parties should be able to ultimately determine the choice of their unique way and respective dialogues. So, this is the student body of Nigeria advising President Muhammadu Buhari. And if you listen to that rendition, it is impeccable. What do I mean by that? See, if Buhari goes ahead and signs this electoral bill, it will give him, like the student said, an opportunity to sign his name in gold. A golden opportunity to sign his name in gold. It's so much so that in the history of Nigeria, it will be there that he is the one of the persons who reformed the electoral system. But guess what? Is Buhari ready to do that? Those who are around him, advising him left, right, and center for their personal, to a large extent, their personal gains, what they want to get, what they want to do, how they want to do it. This is what, to a large extent, they're advising him for and against, so that they can begin to, decide. So people are loyal, subjected, and the country is ever in their penury. Okay, so whoever comes in is who they have approved. And if you have not been approved by them, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot get into that ascended position. Even if you do, it is because you have cut covenant with him. And in his own terms and conditions and words, you have fulfilled what he wants you to do. So that part being checked, he cannot go ahead to say, you become the commissioner, you get this, you get that. But that is not the way to go. If we want change, change must come at us being intentional. Most of the people you see and you think mean well for the country, if you hear and God truly reveal to you who they truly are and what they mean for this country, fear of God will catch you. In fact, you will run from them. You will not even look back. You will not give, in fact, your traces will not be able to, they will not be able to trace it. Because the people you thought are the devils may not be the real devil. Oh, sorry. Even devil, if he come meet you, get horn, he get this, he get that. You no go run. You go run now. He go come in a disguise. It's even the devil present himself as an angel of light. He will come looking all creamy, all loving, all blah blah, and you will be thoroughly persuaded and carried away. If you see that it's somebody who has come and you can see the intent all being revealed that is with deceit, is with lies, will you want to reckon or listen to such a one's advice? I beg your answer and your comment is no. You won't. You won't want to stay with such a person. You won't want to, endorse such a person. You want to run as fast as your legs can carry you. In fact, you will become wise all of a sudden. You'll be wise. You say, this is destruction knocking at my door. You will say, God, thank you. you know. But guess what? The table has not changed much. It's just that you just realize, But guess what? So that's why being wise is not an opinion. It's not an option. It is a decision we must make. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. God bless you. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. From us, is bye for now. Bye.